Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So Kabam has just finished their June 14th live stream and I'm going to do my best to provide you guys with a summary so you don't have to watch the entire hour-long thing, but you still do not feel like you missed out on absolutely anything. And as soon as I saw Kabam John as a guest for this live stream, I kind of felt relatively reassured that we're going to have some useful information, because that's what pretty much always happens when he's one of the guests over there. There's not a lot of empty yapping, and there's quite a lot of concise and important information that's being thrown out. And that was indeed the case this time again. So again, not that I'm trying to show any, what's the best way to say? Priorities towards any Kabam employees, but whenever John is the guest, you know, I'm already giving him the benefit of the doubt that the live stream is going to be informative. So that said, they reiterated their approach for arcade games, which is in effect taking already part from June 24th, I believe, where they are trying to make the game more simple, which is something that I have been talking about a lot, because this game is taking a lot of our attention, a lot of our time, and a lot of our brain space, and it's just becoming harder and harder to follow it all with all the little meaningless events and rewards and everything else, and there's just no need for that. Simplicity, I think, is the key for MCOC moving forward, and more straightforward event design and also champion design is something that's absolutely needed. So their goal design for arcade games, still simplicity, approachability, and clarity, which I think is a very, very, very good kind of like motto to go by. So Battleground Season 19, we're going to have the Magnetron crystals in the 2-day objectives. They do not stack, so every 2 days, if you want to complete the event and get the 7-star CMM, you do need to get these Magnetron crystals from there. There are, I believe, 4 extra ones, but pretty much you do want to do the objectives every 2 days for Season 19 without fail. So keep that in mind. Also, Deathless Peace will still require victory track completion, so do not miss Season 19, is what they're trying to say. But they are jumping in straight away with big changes to the Battlegrounds before announcing some new exciting things as well. So the Battlegrounds, the biggest change is that the entire victory track is going to be now +2 medals for the win, -1 medal for the loss. To accommodate this change, they have added extra tiers, and with that also extra rewards. That means Battlegrounds will give you more rewards now than they used to. And that also includes 9.4k total trophy tokens, which I really love, because the new BG store is way more expensive and lets you spend way more on more useful stuff than it used to after the Valiant update. And yeah, more trophy tokens always welcome. Also, the vast majority of the summoners will be better off, except if you are like, you know, the top 10 player who pretty much never loses in the victory track. Then you might be forced to play a little longer. But for vast majority of the summoners, it's going to be much easier to progress and faster despite the extra ranks, because every new tier in victory track will require fewer wins and will award you significantly more margin for loss. For example, if previously you win 30% of your matches, it was borderline impossible to progress from the higher tiers where you need to get 5 medals, right? Because as you would get a medal, you would likely lose 2, or so on and so forth. But now, if you win like 30% of your matches, you would have better chance to progress. Even at 40% of your matches, now 40% of the matches, you definitely get to progress, because you win 4 games, and that's already 8 medals, right? And then if you lose 6, you get -2, so that's still 2 medals left over. So as long as you are winning some, eventually you will be able to move out of these tiers, and it is going to be significantly easier to get into the Gladiator circuit, and also a faster climb. So now there are quite a few extra tiers, and a lot of people will be daunted by it. But keep in mind that by winning 2 medals in a single go, then many of these tiers will only require you to get 2 wins in a row, for instance, wherever we see 4 medals or less. And if you see 5 or 6 medals, that will require you to only get 3 wins. So it is going to be much faster. It's going to feel a lot faster too. If in Vibranium 5, for instance, you need to get 5 medals, previously that would mean 5 wins straight. Now you can win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, and you'll still get ahead. So it's a very, very good change there. Look forward to that. There will be a full Battleground Season 19 posted later today, which we're going to break down in a separate video, including the metas and the themes of it and so on and so forth. But there is going to be this big, big thing, and there's going to be some controversial things as well, because immediately as Kabam announced some of the things there, people got very, very disgruntled. But stay with me. So, daily super event, it's a trial run. It's a test of sorts to see how it helps or hurts engagement of the game. And it's also something that I personally have been talking about a lot, where a ton of the daily events and daily objectives and stuff like that are just criminally outdated to a point where we really do not care about any of that stuff. And this is an attempt to fix it, simplify it, and I'm personally willing to give it a go. I think it's a positive change. I think it's exactly what's needed for this game. I hope it works out well, because here, as always, the devil is in the details, and in this case, in the rewards. So, replace many of our mechanics that encourage regular play with one event every day. Will run from June 24th to July 22nd for uncollected and above. So this is effectively going to be pretty much the only daily event that we have, and it's going to be a daily event that resets every single day. So whatever rewards we're going to be discussing, it's going to be every single day you're going to be able to earn those. It is not a direct mapping of rewards, but a redesign of these rewards with added value, according to Kabam. And there we go. Things that are being removed. 22-hour solo event milestones. 22-hour solo event rank rewards. 7-hour event solo milestones. 7-hour solo event rank rewards. 24-hour login crystal. Now this is the most controversial one. It will still remain in the web store, but the one in the game is going away. 4-hour login crystals are being removed, but they are being included in the rewards for this daily super event. You will be able to get 4 of these every day. I know that technically, currently you can claim 6 of these 4-hour login crystals, but realistically, I typically claim like 2 or 3 a day, because I don't, time it, and I'm not in the game all the time. So for the most part, I end up claiming like 3, maybe 4 max a day, in which case it's not a net loss either. Daily objectives are going away, weekly objectives are going away with completely outdated rewards right now, and a weekly login calendar, which is like a Paragon crystal basically. So it's not a massive loss at all there either. What we're getting instead, it's tier based. So I'm going to leave the uncollected ones here up top, but uncollected ones even have some good stuff as well. For uncollected, it's to get like 1,000 6-star shards a day. And then obviously still the revive, still the units, still the 15% boost. And then you have these selectors where you can select tier 5 basic, I believe, or tier 2 alpha, tier 5 basic fragments, tier 2 alpha, or tier 5 CC fragments, or some 7-star shards already. I think that's quite massive. Then we have Cav event, obviously increased. Much of it, rewards stay the same in terms of, a revive, these 4-hour crystals, the units, increased amount of 6-star shards, still the 15% attack boost. But now the selectors are better and a few other items there. Now this is how it looks for Paragon. Again, now we can see already 7-star shards daily for Paragon there from this event. And the biggest thing, obviously, the Valiant. So we're going to take a look at the Paragon again. In the Paragon, you can get tier 6 basic or tier 3 alpha fragments daily. And that's a sizable chunk of those crystals as well. That's quite a lot. And then you can choose in between tier 6 CC or Titan shards, or 16 6-star 6 stones, which can still be a massive deal. On top of that, there's 375 7-star shards, which I think is better than the stuff that's going away, with the possible exception of the daily crystal in the game. Because if you hit the daily crystal jackpot, it can be very good. You can get like a very, very, very good stuff from those, especially for Valiants. Now the Valiant ones. So we can see that still going to be the 1 revive, still going to be the 4 Valiant 4-hour crystals, a $250,000 gold, 757 star shards a day, just from doing this one event. And then there's the Selector. In Selector, you can choose 225 Titan shards, 1 7-star class 6 stone, or 1,900 tier 4 alpha. We did a quick math here, and it's like 90 days for a Titan crystal, or like 30 days for a tier 4 alpha, or something close to that. In which case, I think for most people here, the tier 4 alpha is by far the best call. In the second tier selector, there are sizable chunks of tier 3 alpha, tier 6 basic fragments, or tier 6 CC. So customizability is in this event, which I kind of like. There's some 7-star shards, which I definitely like, and there's tier 4 alpha. Those are like the 3 biggest things that we're chasing, and currently we do not have such a reliable source of acquisition for these. For the biggest whales, there are the 7-star 6 stones, which I think they're going to be happy with. So ultimately, again, only controversial thing of this would be taking away the Valiant Daily Crystal, because you can get some very, very good stuff there. Other than that, I'm definitely willing to give this a go, because this will and could give the game much, much smoother feel and cleaner understanding of what you're earning daily, which is desperately needed, in my opinion, just to kind of ease up our mind. Additionally, there is a special login calendar from June 21st to June 28th. So it starts in 1 week from now on Friday and lasts for 1 week as well. And it's a spicy calendar. It is a very, very, very spicy calendar, to be honest. So Paragons and Valiants get the same calendar, and that will include a full 7-star crystal, 200 tier 2 primordial dust, which is a full ascension, tier 6 CC selector, some of those magnetron crystals, tier 3 alpha, tier 6 basic, and 2500 7-star shards. So it is a very, very good calendar we are getting for free, which I'm all for. And here is the kind of bad thing for some people, the exciting thing for others. Sinister Sentinel Sideshow. That is going to be the July 4th sale. And Kabam flat out said that this is going to be the biggest sale since last July 4th sale. So that means it's probably going to be, similar impact to the previous one, or close to, who knows. But it's going to be more significant than the spring cleaning, than Cyber Weekend, stuff like that. So they have very similar kind of design philosophies there, but pretty much everybody will be able to get a free copy of 6-star Mr. Sinister, which I'm sure a lot of people will be happy about. And also, if you're going to grab everything in that solo event, you're going to be able to get 7-star Weapon X, which they officially confirmed just now. And the code that many people are after is June 14 livestream. If you go to the web store and enter that code, you will acquire 3 of these weekly crystals and a 4-star venom pool. That is it from Kabam Stream Summary, and I hope you guys found this video useful. And if you did, hit that like button for me, pretty please. I'll catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about